Hi, and welcome to another If I Speak special preview for the big match we got this coming Thursday. It's for people that don't know, it's Liverpool versus Chelsea at Anfield, the L Arena, seen as they haven't won in
Hey,
about
calm
four or five
down,
games.
calm down.
and we're joined by a very special guest today. So, what are you saying, Jerome? How you doing, bro?
Hey, bro, what's going on, man? It's got a rep. Have you seen this? Have you seen this kit? Or
Nah, bro. I haven't.
don't play games, bro. Don't play games. Like, you know what
That's
time it is.
last
You know
season.
what
That's
time it
last
is.
season. Last
Nah,
season,
you know
man.
what? Nah. Class is permanent. Class is permanent. But it has been. It has been an Landfield, mate. Landfield.
Ladfield.
L's. There's been L's. There's been L's.
Else,
But
man.
we have to keep it moving. Though we have to keep it moving. But yeah, how are you anyway?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. All good. How about yourself, man? How's things?
I'm I'm calm. I'm calm. Apart from Liverpool, literally everything else is going well. You know what I mean? But
Bro,
that's
likewise,
it,
man.
man.
Likewise. Life's good.
Yeah,
Living, breathing, that's it, man. That's all that matters.
that's
But
what exactly. That's it. Basics.
yeah, if you're new around here, don't forget to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Twitter as well, Instagram. We're quite active on Instagram. And if you haven't seen other episodes and other previews, go have a look at them, man. We've had some interesting discussions, and I know this one's gonna be interesting because I know you've got a lot to say about Liverpool. So, bro,
Uh,
listen, we'll get straight into it, bro. How's your
Calm.
season gone for you, man, so far?
This season. How's it gone so far? Let me sum this up. It it should end now. That's for me. It should end now. Like
Man said it now.
scrap it. Like it should scrap it, void it. Like okay, we started off. Everything was all rosy. We got Thiago in the bag. I mean, Jota as well. About 40 m's we spent on him plus 10 million add-ons. It was going well, and then bang, we played Everton, and then everything went down here from there. The tactics, the heart, everything's gone. Like everything's just disappeared. And I even said it. I was even saying it to my family as well. I was even saying it to all my friends as well. Like, where is the funding for all these things? Like, we came into the season with three professional starting centre backs. Like, is that even a thing? Three centre backs, like what Lovren went. No recuperation on him. No refunding on this guy. Then like which Virgil, Joe, and then we've got Matip, whose legs don't even work half of the time. I'm trying to be rude, but his legs don't work. So like, who've we got in there? And then we're sticking our midfielders, we're sticking Hendo, we're sticking all these midfielders in defence. Like, what is this? Like, moving all, it's different. It's different, and I'm not happy with this season at all. I want it to end. Our front three are gutless as well. So recently, Mane's just disappeared. I mean, when we played you guys at the start of the season, I was licking my lips because obviously it was Frank in the job. Your situation changed, and we'll get onto that later. But
Yeah.
it's gutless in everything that we do. It Klopp's new highline that he's included into it. This highline business, he's trying to do some handsy flick situation where he's trying to buy Munich, this Liverpool side, and I don't think it's working. We haven't got the centre backs to recover. When we're facing a high press team like Chelsea as well, they've got Werner or someone like that, or United, who they've got Rashford that can really hold that in the final third. They can really hold that counter press and just drive through our high line. And we haven't got that centre back apart from Joe and Virgil who can really recover from that. So we're just stuck at the minute. We've got Nat Phillips and these like £2 centre backs. Like
£2 centre backs.
Like, what is this, man? It's Poundland centre backs. Literally, Poundland centre backs. And what are we doing here? Like, it's getting to a point where it should end quickly. And top four, yeah, that's what we need at the minute. That's what we need at the minute. I thought we were going to bounce back and get another trophy, but it's not looking likely, man. It's not the trophy's out the window, but the top four is not looking likely either. So we've just gone down. We've just been plummeted with injuries. It's a disgrace, man.
But do you think because obviously social media's influenced the fact that Klopp's always complaining, injuries, stuff like that. Do you kind of back that in a sense, or you're like, no, we've just been crap this season? Or
you know what? It's 50-50, because at the same time, I've always seen it and there's loads of people I follow as well, on loads of Liverpool fans like Popish and all them. They're always talking about I support the manager, of course. Klopp has loads of credit in the bank.
Yeah.
If I had a personal bank, he'd be a billionaire. He's got loads of credit in the bank. He's won us the Premier League after 30 years. What manager's done that? But we can't be sentimental, man. I don't like sentiment FC. I don't like all these people like, oh yeah, Klopp's done this for us. Like, he's not your dad. He's a manager and he's a human. He's a professional that should be judged on what he's currently doing, and he's not really he's not doing the thing, but at the same time, he is a top world-class manager and he should be there. It's not his fault. I blame the owners, and I'll get onto that later, but I think that it's a mixture of both. We have gutless strikers, gutless. Firmino. Firmino, man. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
For me, like he's done out here. He's done. Like,
do you think? Wow.
He's done out here, bro. Like, he's actually done. He should go. Like, in the summer, go. He's had a good time. He's won the Prem. He's won the Champions League. It's time to wrap it up. I feel like he suits like Italian football. He's very. He's got high technique, loads of flair. I love that about him. But he's not. He's lost that. You know that gegenpress that we used to have. He's lost that energy, and I feel like he's hit like a plateau. He's hit like a wall ceiling where he's had enough. Like he's done out here. He's just no energy in his back.
The ceiling's basically reached for him. Then
he's reached the ceiling, and Mane as well. I feel like what's happened to him? Is it because I attribute it to like he's had the fact that he's had COVID as well. But I feel like he's had COVID, but everyone else has bounced back apart from. Why are you the odd one out? Why is he not performing as well as I hoped? He hasn't even scored like double figures this season. Like, I'll go on for that. Like, what is going on with him? And Salah's the only one that I can actually say, okay, fair enough. We haven't been playing well collectively, but individually he's done very well. Like with our win away against West Ham. Salah is Salah in it. He will always put the ball in the back of the net. That's why I do rate him as a player, and his contribution is unquestionable. But collectively, because of the way our midfield is suffering, we can't then move positively in our football. We have to stick Henderson in the back. So our midfield suffering because of that. No command in the midfield. You can't go anywhere with no command in the midfield. Fabinho's gone sitting at centre back as well. So all these things and the tactics as well, Jurgen's high press and all these things, his selections as well, his subs, like there's loads of things that I attribute to this. And I feel like it's more 50-50 with the spending and the tactics and the players as well. There's all different percentages that go into one thing. It's not just one, we Jurgen this or the players that. It's the spending as well, the gutless, no ambition from the owners. It's just all these things that's going on.
Yeah, what I was about to say is like whilst you were talking about Mane, it's just like last season for me, like in my opinion anyway, I thought he was your most important player.
Yeah, 100%.
You're charged for a title, but it's like he's a shadow of that player. He's literally like, this is my opinion, but I think he's looking at the player worse off in Southampton or before he came to Southampton. He's looking at that. I'm just like, seriously, like what the hell's happened to this guy? It's just like he's not stepping up. Really.
Yeah, literally, because it's like he's played. It's like playing COD or something, playing campaign. And then you completed all the missions. You complete all the missions, and then you delete all the things you've done. So he's just like undone all the work he's done. I don't understand where. I don't understand. It's like you've done all this work and you've just unsaved it. Like, what's going on, mate? Like, why are you not putting the ball in the back of the net? Why are you not having this ambition to go forward? And also, it's a lack of production from Trent as well. Because if you think about it, Trent hits on the right. So every time Trent strikes on the right, Mane's on the left, he has to collect it. Yeah. So Mane collects it from the left as he drives in through the counter press. So he always drives in through the counter press and collects it on the left. So if you haven't got that production also with Trent performing absolutely lackluster this season, then what are you really going to do? That's the only thing that's the only backup that you can say for Mane that he can defend himself with. But apart from that, like, what's happening? And I feel like with Jota coming back, that's really going to kick a lot of people's backside up and be like, yeah, we need to watch out, because Jota will come back and be like, yeah, let me put these balls in the back of the net and start my position at the club. I want that, because we need that. We need these players to realise that they're not, don't get too gassed, because there's other people in the pipeline that will want your place, you know? I don't like sentiment. I don't like people that are too cozy, you know? Just get on with it and let's win some more titles, you know, whilst we can with Jurgen.
Yeah, you make some great points there, bruv. But so then, like, if you're saying all this, then who comes out the team then when Jota comes back in? Is it Mane that drops out? Is it Firmino? Who drops out? Because realistically, Salah will stay in. So,
for sure.
Well, which of the two will drop out? Do you think?
Yeah, you know what it is. As much as I've been going in on Mane, is because like he's actually my favourite Liverpool player. Actually, funny enough, yeah. And I expect a lot from him, so that's why I'm onto him. But Firmino will go. You can ask any Liverpool fan, you know, Firmino will go. Jota will be in the middle, and we continue from there. We try and make a way where we can fit Jota into our plans properly, because Jota was only introduced for about 3 months until he was injured properly. From September to around like November. Then November, he had his little run. He scored three goals against Atalanta in the Champions League, and then he got injured. So he hasn't really kicked on as well as, obviously because he's been injured, so he hasn't really had that run. So I feel like once he has that run, once he understands how we really play, and we get more players in the summer, I feel like, yeah, Firmino out, bring Jota in, then we'll have like a nice Jota, Mane, Salah.
That's scary, bro.
Yeah, that's scary. It is. It is scary. Firmino just makes us a bit more like soft. He softens our attack a bit. So because he's not really a main striker. He's a number. He's wearing the number 9, but he's not a number 9. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it is, isn't it?
As social media brands him the defensive mid of strikers, basically.
He literally is though. He's a cam, but he just plays like in that pocket. That's it.
Yeah.
He's a cam.
I think even last year, because he how many Anfield goals did he get? He got 2, didn't he, last season?
He got 2, yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not.
But even last season, he wasn't doing well, in my opinion. That's what I think anyway. Like he did his bit for the team. Let Mane, Salah do their bits and stuff. Hendo chipped in with a few goals. Obviously, Trent and Robbo were mad, but I just think Firmino wasn't up to it compared to 3 seasons ago when
3 seasons ago. Now the 17. This is Firmino, because at that Champions League campaign, he literally put us through even the 18-19 one when we won the Champions League. That game against PSG, even the Napoli game. Yeah. He's an incredible footballer, but the thing is, we need shotters, we need gunmen, we need people that will actually put it into the back of the net. This is why Jota we call him Jota the shotter. Like he will put it.
Like, what?
Yeah, literally, he will put it into the back of the net. He's a gunman, but Firmino, I don't know if we put him as a cam, because we need that creative. Like, because when we lost Coutinho, that was when it started to become a bit stiff in our midfield. We had loads of workhorses. We didn't have that flair that we needed. So if we stick Firmino in midfield, I think that will do a lot. You know, put Firmino and Jones and Wijnaldum, rotate Henderson. I think we'll start seeing some stuff. You know, we'll start seeing some stuff. That's if we don't spend, but. If we won't spend, what am I talking about? You know what I mean? This is Liverpool. Flipping hell, mate. Flipping hell.
Yeah. So like, now that you've touched on spending, just because I don't know much about your owners, obviously, but I know the fact that is it stingy is the word? I don't know, or they wouldn't spend any money.
Stingy, bro. Stingy. Like our owners, FSG, John Henry, like he's a disgrace, and I wanted to touch upon that actually more further because.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Okay, so we go from winning the Champions League 18-19. Fair enough. Okay, we bring in the youngsters, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones into the team.
He's a baller,
he's a baller. He's incredible. He's a good young talent. We bring in all these youngsters, fair enough, but you need a starting 11, a certified starting 11, like how Bayern Munich could do with Jamal Musiala. That kid is so sick. But they've got Kimmich. They've got proper midfielders. They've got proper people that can suck it up to him and show him the reins. How are you going to be a youngster and come into a team where everyone's all injured? So what you've got in the training ground is half of the players are injured, and you've got half of youngsters, half of the starting 11 that won the Champions League. Like there's no reinforcements. We have not signed anyone. We are so deficient in midfield. We are so deficient in defence that. We're having to rotate. We're having to bring Henderson into centre back. We're having to bring Fabinho into centre back. What's going to be next? Wijnaldum in centre back. Why are you not spending? Why are you not putting your hands into your pocket? And this is why I love Chelsea. This is another thing why people say, "Oh, Jerome, why do you love complimenting Chelsea?" I always DM you and say, our ratings to Abramovich, because Abramovich, he is a legend. He is a legend because when he wants to get stuff done, this is what I like about him. With people like Abramovich and owners like him, he gets things done. He's basically a manager. If he doesn't rate you and you've won a league, you're gone. And this is the type of, because he shows ambition with his money, because that's what you are as an owner. All you've got to do is just plug the money in and move out. Our owners are taking money out the tills and reinvesting it into their own thing, into their little NFL teams and stuff like this. What is going on? Fair enough, you've built the Kirby training ground. Fair enough. That cost 50 M's. you're a billionaire. How much is that? You know what I mean? Come on. You know, COVID's an excuse to keep on deluding and keep on putting a blindness in front of the Liverpool fans' eyes. But we're not stupid, you know. We are not spending the right things. This is not the way we're moving right now. It's not sustainable because we haven't got the funding to move on. In 5 years, every other team's going to chase up against us. Wolves have spent more than us this season.
Wow, I didn't deep that. Wow.
Everton, they're about to build a new stadium, bro. They even on the is it called Bramall Lane, I think, something like that. They're building that.
I don't know what it's called actually, but yeah.
They're planning to build
I saw
that.
the plan for that.
And we've seen what's happened like last week. We've seen what happened when they touched the stuff at Landfield. What's going on here? Like, what is going on? Chelsea are coming up. They're gonna get Haaland. You're gonna put your money where your mouth is. That's what Chelsea do all the time, and that's why I love it because you guys know what you're doing. You got Tuchel in 18-month contract. Abramovich is a gunman. He wants trophies. He's bringing Tuchel because you don't go to a Champions League final as a manager if you're not world class. Tuchel's world class. He's a top class manager. He knows what he's doing. And these it's about the fine details. And these details, the 18-month contract, bringing in, talking about bringing in Haaland, which you probably will, bringing in Havertz, bringing in all these players during the summer. Werner, even though Werner's not kicked on, fair enough. But it's about the ambition. It's about putting where your money, where your mouth is, for sustainability, to win trophies in the next 5 years. It's about the larger goal. That's how the future works, And we're not thinking about that. We still got 29-year-olds in our squad that needs to freshen it up. We need to freshen it up. Yeah.
I think one example I use as well, like you mentioned about ambition, I don't know if you're watching Monday Night Football yesterday. Everton, people didn't watch Everton Southampton. I think it was Jamie Carragher and Mark Hughes on it. They were talking about Aston Villa's sort of season last year, their defense compared to this season. And you look at it, it's like two different teams. It's like, what the hell?
They've just reinvested in their squad. They've got Mings in the centre. Yeah, they've reinvested in their squad. They've got all these players. They even bought Matty Cash in at right back, even from Championship. But even from the Championship, but he's from. It's not about where you get these players from. It's just about getting the job done. Just get it done and let the coach his way into winning and improving the squad.
And also they got JT there as well.
And he's also a defensive coach as well. So these are the fine details. This is what I was talking about, the fine details. All you have to do as an owner is just put your money where your mouth is and let the coach do his job.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp is the best coach out. He's the best coach out there with him and Hansi Flick. But what you got to do is put your money where your mouth is so Jurgen can get to work. Just spend the peas, man. Spend the peas and get the job done. You know what I mean? So we can win more trophies because, bro, 3 years, and Jurgen's out the door. And what are we going to do? What, get Gerrard in that from Rangers? Is that what we're on? Get Gerrard, like.
It's mad, bruv. Like, I've always wondered, like, after Klopp leaves Liverpool, there's a lot of rumours that he might go to Germany just to manage the German national team after Joachim Löw.
That would be a good one.
I'm just like, who's going to come to Liverpool knowing that your owners are like that? That's the thing,
man. This is it.
It's a weird one.
It's like we're always we went from Hicks and Gillett in 2007 to 2010. Yeah. They destroyed our club financially. We had to get bought out by Fenway Sports Group, FSG. And then we're stuck at, fair enough, yeah. The only thing that I would say about them lot is, fair enough, they've done a lot of things to do with the commercial side of it. They've improved us a lot commercially, especially in America. Plugging us in with ESPN, plugging us in with the Nike deal. But, bro, like, if it wasn't for Klopp, we would not. No one will be talking about us. It's about Klopp's work, not FSG's work. This is what's annoying me. If you, it's like an equation. If you subtract Jurgen Klopp out of the situation and Pep Linders, all the people under him, where are we going to be in like 5 years? Where are we going to be in 10 years? When you've got Jones and you've got Trent, who could potentially be a future Liverpool captain, where are you going to be? Like, with no funding, with no sustainability to get us to the top level.
On a real, you'd be like, I think where Aston Villa are right now, that sort of level, even Everton level, I reckon, like,
that's without and what you're saying is real, bro, and that's what's so jarring to me, because it's like, how did we go from winning Champions League, getting to a Champions League final, beautiful, getting to winning the Champions League, then winning the Prem in the space of 3 years? You know how mad that is? 3 years of glory, and then we're back at square one.
Yeah, but like I always think, like, do you think the Liverpool team last year, do you think they underachieved in a sense? Because, like, you look at Manchester City, obviously they've did the domestic treble 2 seasons ago and stuff. Do you feel that say if Klopp had done that, and then obviously you won the Champions League before that year, do you think all the debate about being the best ever Premier League team would shut down in terms of, like, Klopp's team being the best? If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do. I literally 100%. I agree with you. You know, but the only little discrepancy in that is City have spending. So there's no excuse for Pep to not do the job and get the job done. Like he can win a domestic quadruple or whatever because of the spending. Because City are run by a country, literally. They're literally run by a country. So there's no excuses with that. We're run by stingy American owners that are not putting their money where like to put your money where your mouth is. With Jurgen, all he has to rely on is him and his coaching staff. That's all he's got to do, and the players are in front of him. He's only got to do that. So it's similar to, I'll always go back to this, similar to what Arteta's doing. Like their owners are very similar to us. Sam Kroenke and United as well. Yeah. But with United, they do give managers a lot of money. Like they've given Oli like 100 million in his first year or whatever. So it's mad. But bro, like this is the thing. It's only by the magic of Klopp and feel like, you know what? We won that year. We won the Prem. We won the UEFA Super Cup against you guys in the final, and we also won
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, and we also won the Club World Cup. So I mean, we won 3 trophies in general. I mean, the Club World Cup is a bit BTEC, but it's still a trophy. So we won 3 trophies in general. But yeah, I think we done well. We done like a European double, European World double, and then Prem domestic single. So it was a very good season last season, but I do feel like he deserved these accolades. I do feel like I'm just so honest. I don't feel like he deserved that FIFA World Manager Award, the Best Coach Award.
I agree as well. I thought Hansi
Flick for me, because obviously what he done with Bayern was mad. Like, and they will do it again, to be honest. But yeah, bro, like Klopp is the guy, and I see people on Twitter going, "Oh, get rid of him, Klopp out." How dare you? Like, what are you talking about? If it wasn't Klopp. I'm not about sentiment, but let's get to facts here. Like he's the best coach around, but he hasn't got the funds. So what do you expect him to do? He's not gonna go to use his paycheck to pay for the players. Like we're having to spend on Kabak and all these £2 and £3 ballers. Like what's going on, bro? Like
it's mad still. Like I want to ask you like just a couple of things as well. Like I think this is an interesting one because I think if you were to win the Champions League this year and you finished outside the top 4, would that be classed as a good season for Liverpool?
Yes, because a Champions League, I'll take that. I'll take that tomorrow. Like the same way it happened in 2005. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I feel like it would be a successful season because we've had mad injuries. You know, like that's what people don't realize. We've had important injuries, especially Virgil. I only defended that really toughens everyone up at the back 4, really shows everyone up. A world-class defender. If we win the Champions League, that's a massive miracle. That is literally 2005 written all over again. And I feel like history, because the finals in Istanbul, so I feel like that would give us a mad boost in terms of.
So final is Istanbul this year?
I think it is at Istanbul this year, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
Oh, I don't know actually.
No, it's this year. Istanbul was. No, it wasn't last year, Istanbul. Because didn't they do it in neutral ground last year because of COVID?
Oh yeah, they had to change.
I'm sure they did. Yeah, but I'm sure
you're right. Yeah.
No, it is Istanbul this year. Yeah, but we should. That would be written in the stars, you know, because we did win in 2005. Yeah. But let's see, bro. Like, let's see. But I think that will be a successful season because one, we'll get into the Champions League spot anyway because we've won the competition. But also, why not? You don't win a Champions League every day, so why not win it again? You know, that's a big boost. Yeah, and you attract more players, you attract all these things, all these little sponsorship deals, get us more money. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. I'll take it.
Fair enough, man. And right, that's enough about Liverpool. Now on to Chelsea.
Let's crack on Chelsea, man.
What are your thoughts on Chelsea then so far this year?
Literally, you know what? Chelsea is a very much a rebuild right now. It's a rebuild right now. I feel like it's not like when you get a renovation in your house and you get all these new carpets, new tiles. Little by little, you're piecing away. And this is what I love about Abramovich because he knows how to just cut the deadline. With Frank, starting off with Frank, he brought all these players in. And it started to question me. Was it Marina that, Marina, your head of scouting, was it her that brought all these players in? Or was it Frank? Because he wouldn't even include Havertz, or he'd put him on the left when Havertz is a cam. Like he'll stick Mount in. So there was a lot of confusion, and that stopped the flow of Chelsea's W's. And that really messed you guys up. I mean, you done well in the cup ties with Luton and all these teams, but Frank was very beat. Frank was very punching. He was punching above his weight. And I think, you know what, bringing Tuchel in was a very smart move from Roman because now you can actually start to look forward to tactical nous. You can actually start to look forward to actual games. And we've seen that already. Like we've been Atletico. I watched Atletico the other week. Masterclass, literally. One, brilliant goal from an individual from Giroud, but two, let's focus on the facts here. He's very well organised defensively. And I like what he's doing with Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. Stick him in right RWB, right wing back. I love that. Like the way he's pitching it. He's very much making Chelsea into a new PSG team, but he's got more of the personnel now because with PSG they didn't have loads of the midfielders. They'd have Paredes and Verratti, all these little stale midfielders. But with Chelsea's midfield, with Kovacic, with Jorginho, with Kante, I like how he's very. I like what he's doing with Kante right now. Put him at CDM and then putting Kovacic and Jorginho in the pivot. That's what I like to see, man, because they work well together. So Jorginho can draw back the ball, play it again. Kovacic is very much pull up in the counter press, lean on the ball to Werner and or Giroud, whoever's playing that too. Then you've got your other attacking option. You've got Callum Hudson-Odoi in the right wing back, and you've got Alonso. And you've got, even if he's not playing Chilwell a lot, but he's still got Alonso on the other side. So I like how he's using these type of players, because with Frank, he was very confused, man. Like, he was very confused playing a 4-3-3, just putting all the English lot on there, putting Mount and putting Chilwell and not really thinking how he's going to break down teams, especially with low block teams like Sheffield and all these teams. He struggled as well. So
he struggled 100%.
Yeah. So that's the thing with when you've got a tactical manager like with Tuchel, he's very, very well. He knows how to break it down and actually to organize his team very tactically well. So I feel like you guys will. I'm gonna say it now. I feel like you guys will get top four.
That's what I've said from I think after Christmas really. I've always said Leicester will drop out the top four because I think eventually
they do.
Yeah, and obviously as well.
Yeah, they've always had a history in the recent after they won the league in 2016. Fair enough, it wasn't a fluke, but yeah, it was good. It's good. But
Arsenal bottled it that year.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They bottled it.
They
were doing it at Tottenham. Literally, they bottled it. But at the same time, they always find a way to bottle the top four situation. They always fall in the 5th and 6th and get Europa League. Brendan's a top manager, and we had him as well. But
very good manager.
With Brendan, he doesn't really get you to the final hurdle. Like he's got this thing about him where he has a good run, then he doesn't. Like it's a bit of an inconsistency. So I feel like with Leicester, they'll really feel that at the end of the season, like they did last. They felt trust, especially with the heavyweight teams like Man United and Chelsea when they put their foot on their neck, with the big teams, because they had the personnel, especially. So that's how you guys, even when the last day you beat Wolves, or was it Wolves? I think the last day of last season, you beat them. Yeah. So when you have the big teams, you've got the personnel, you can stick your foot onto their neck of the lower teams. So I feel like Leicester will fall out of it, and Chelsea will get the top four.
I reckon Chelsea. I reckon both of us will finish top four. I think Liverpool. I don't know which way round, but I reckon Chelsea will finish top four. I think
that's the thing. We'll have to see that.
I think with that big club mentality, like you said, like with Chelsea, Liverpool, I just think that will get us across. And even
get us across,
even like you said with Tuchel and stuff. Like I've said before, like he's managing the French league. So what? He's won titles there.
He's won titles there, man. Exactly cups, everything.
He won
domestic double, and I always see people saying, Farmers League, but no, man. Like it's not easy being a coach. They think it's just like, just put Mbappe in the pitch and you're gonna win 5. You've got to learn how to use. It's about player. One is about tactics, and 2 is about player management. How you gonna talk? How you talking to world class players like Neymar and Mbappe and Verratti, Kimpembe, and all these players? You've got to really be about your stuff. And what he done with Callum, I didn't agree with it at first, but then I thought he's trying to find a way for his personality to motivate him, to put pressure on him.
He's still learning as well, too.
And Callum and Callum's reacted very well with it, especially with United. I think he played a very good game. He's reacting well with, the pressure and the player management style. So I rate what Tuchel's doing. I do feel Chelsea will go a long way here. They haven't lost the game as well, so you haven't lost the game. So he's obviously doing something right. You know what I mean? Even though it's draws, he hasn't done something right.
Yeah, man, we got the Danish Maldini in for Thiago Silva right now as well. Bro.
Oh my days, the Danish Maldini.
Andreas Christensen, bro.
You're gas, man. You're gas.
No, you're much it. He's got Rashford there.
You know what?
He's got Felix and Suarez, and bruv, this Thursday, bruv, it's gonna be Salah and Mane next to him, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is with them,
he's been sick.
Yeah, he has been sick, and Christensen's a very good centre back. He's very competent.
In the
back three only, he's very competent. But the one thing I'd say, he's a bit slow. And even when we faced you guys as well with Chelsea, you can tell how slow he was when he grabbed onto his Mane and then he got a red card for it because
sums him up.
It sums him up. He can be clumsy at times. He reminds me a bit of Kimpembe. He has that Kimpembe flow about him as well. And I feel like Tuchel likes that. He likes that type of all hearts on your sleeve type of centre back. Exactly. He likes that he'll fly and make lunging tackles, and then he may mess it up, but he likes that heart, he likes that grit. And fair enough, he knows what he's doing, but that's what I like though. Even if you stick to your guns, you know what I mean? If other people are saying this and that, you stick to your guns and put Christensen there, or you put Thiago when he's back and ready, but at least he's sticking to his tactics and he knows what he's doing. So there's only one good way about that, you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Yeah, because even with me, like, I wanted to make a true assessment on Tuchel after the Everton game, because we're still in the middle of that really horrible spell. Obviously, we played Atletico Madrid, we play Liverpool on Thursday, then we play we play Manchester United on Sunday, Liverpool Thursday, then we play Everton. So that's when I want to give my true assessment on Tuchel. But so far, he's like you said,
he's been very good, Very well. He's actually been doing well.
You're conceding so many goals under Lampard. Like, our record against the top six was shambolic before. Obviously, we've only beaten Tottenham so far in the top, the so-called top six.
Top six, literally.
I feel like we should have beaten Man United with the chances we had. That game screamed out for Haaland, man. Literally screamed out for Haaland.
And this is where it is. You know what? I feel like Chelsea are honestly defending very well, even with Thiago Silva out, and you've got Christensen there. But you know what it is? You are very toothless up front, very toothless.
Yeah,
I've even mentioned about Werner. Werner is, I don't know what's happened, man, because what we saw last year with RB Leipzig, like running into the pocket with the high line. I know a lot of German teams play the high line, so running into the pocket.
Yeah.
He's very quick at recovering, so no centre back is going to really get to him when he's on the run. But with low block teams, and with United as well, they always love parking the bus when they play top six. Oli loves doing that. So that was what really struggled. That's what Chelsea struggled up front with, like with United and United games. So that's what I feel like you need, like a Haaland. You need like a big centre forward. But then again, you've got Giroud, but Giroud sometimes, I don't know, like
it wasn't suited for him even on Sunday. Like
it wasn't suited for him.
I said from the start, I was like, Werner, this was perfect for Werner because United were actually pressing us. Like, if you saw Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, they were actually pressing Chilwell and Hudson-Odoi and James. So I was like, this is perfect for Werner. Play Werner, try and get a through ball by Kovacic or one of the deep line centre backs. But that's one thing we lack as well, is a deep line playmaker. That's what we lack as well, man. Like,
that's what you lack. And
that's what I feel like. Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Zakaria as well. Even for you lot, like Henderson. Like, we're not going to get Henderson, I'm saying, but just an example.
But that type of mold, even like a Fabinho Henderson, that CDM role, where they can really draw everyone back, then they can spray balls into the middle or into counter press into the front. You can get I think Declan will be good for that, and he wants to go Chelsea as well, so that'll be a good deal to strike up in the summer.
Yeah.
And the thing is about Chelsea, there'll be no worries about it. You guys know it as well. You can put, Roman. He flexes his muscles. You probably will get Declan. You probably will get Haaland.
I reckon we'll only get one. I think this summer. I think centre forwards our main priority this summer. I think maybe I don't know. It's difficult because I don't think Roma would want to splash 250 million again. I reckon we'll just get one or two players, maybe Haaland, and then maybe a player that's 10 to 20 million or something like that. That's just the way it is for us at the moment.
To be fair, because you're already well equipped. You've got a new keeper. You've got the centre back. I think you're going to extend Thiago Silva's contract. I heard from Fabrizio a couple of days ago. You're going to extend the contract, and why not? He's still working, and he's still a top quality centre back. He's a top quality centre back. He's a veteran, and he's someone you need at the back to really
leadership.
Yeah, because I feel like you need to stop that Tomori. Also, the Tomori deal. We get that off the line. Get him back. Get him back.
That's what I want to know with Frank, man. I don't want to know what Frank and Tomori,
I don't know what he was doing, and that's the thing about Frank. Like, they had apparently some sort of issues going in the training ground, but one thing I feel like you need to do is Chelsea bring back Tomori, play him with Thiago Silva so that he can learn. Because
that's what I've said.
Let's keep real, because he learned from AC Milan when Thiago Silva was there. So he's also played in AC Milan. He knows how Italian football works. So once Tomori's had that little AC Milan Italian experience, which he has now, to the end of the season, he'll be able to relate with Thiago. And Thiago can also give him feedback on all this. So having that old and young mix, like with Virgil and Joe Gomez. That mix is all about holding each other accountable in the centre back partnership. Like with John Terry and with Carvalho back in the day, John Terry and Cahill. It's about that. It's not sweet and salted popcorn. It's about the mix in it. It's the mix. So that's what it is. You need that sweet and salted. So I feel like with Tomori needs to come back. Sell Rudiger, keep Christensen on the sidelines, and you've got it. You've got a couple of centre backs. You've got defenders there. You've even got, because the way he's setting up, you've got the RWB situation going on, the LWB situation going on with Alonso and Callum Hudson-Odoi. So what else do you really need apart from in your defenders? Apart from your strikers, that's it.
Yeah, like I said, I think we still need a deep line playmaker. We need a centre forward. I think maybe a backup left back if Emerson and Alonso leave, because Chilwell's obviously the future now even, and then maybe when Aspie leaves, we'll have to get like a right back, but maybe potentially as well. Because let's remember, Aspilicueta is over 30, Thiago Silva's over 30.
You've already got Reece. You got Reece. Reece is sick. I like Reece. Very, very like competent centre back. Actually can defend, unlike Trent. But and he can also attack as well. So you've got that covered.
I love him, man.
So just use him. You trust the young ones like how we trusted Trent. I feel like Chelsea have this. That's what the thing I love about Chelsea. You want to win titles, but you also need to learn how to blood in your youngsters and make something out of them.
Which is why Frank Lampard changed that for us. He brought the youth through.
Yeah, true.
Granted that we had a transfer ban, like we had to. But I think it was a blessing for us in disguise. Look how sick Mason Mount's done this season. Mason Mount, got Reece James, Hudson-Odoi coming through, Billy Gilmore, we haven't mentioned yet.
Billy Gilmore, mate. He's another one. He's another one. Like he's a very like cute player. But the thing about these youngsters as well, I feel like they need extra confidence. But I feel like will Tuchel give them that?
I don't think so. At the moment, maybe not.
Yeah, no, but we have to start seeing that. This is why you said after Everton game, we have to start seeing more and more games how he treats different subs, how he uses the subs, how he starts to treat even the Callum thing. Everyone was in the media start saying, "Oh, look how he's treating the youngsters already" and stuff like this. Is he going to have the same problem with Frank? Because with the Frank thing, everyone thought he was all team youngsters. Captain youth man. But he wasn't really. He was having trouble with them. So how do you really sort this player management situation out? So I feel like you've got to really judge him end of the season for real and see how he bloods in the youngsters, because they're not really young anymore. Well, Reece is like 20 and so is Callum's like nearly 21. So they need to start playing and getting regular game time. So I feel like that is a good way of blooding them in. And I feel like maybe Reece can play in that three with Tomori.
That's what I was saying. Like
Tomori and Thiago.
Like, when say Aspilicueta, but whenever he retires or he gets injured, for example, I reckon Reece can slot into right centre back and then play.
That's what I'm saying.
Because of that crossfield ball as well, like Reece James has got a good delivery. He's got a good right foot, He can switch
even
it
his free kicks. He's very
whoever.
He's got that right foot, that swing. Like I like the way he hits the ball as well with proper like authority, proper dominant. Yeah, he's very like he's got a good build. So I feel like what he reminds me of, like a right-sided Luke Shaw, like Luke Shaw, like very physically built. And he's more a defender than a wing back. Yeah, more powerful. Yeah, exactly. So he's very good in defending. So I feel like put him in the right RCB.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got it sorted really. What else do you need apart from that? Apart from Haaland and another striker maybe? Because Werner, man, what's gonna happen with Werner as well?
That's the thing. Like I reckon if we do get Haaland, I'm worried that one of the attacking players that we bought might have to go. Now I've got a feeling it might be Hakim Ziyech, which I don't want to go because I think he's absolutely sick. Obviously, not this season, but you can see the player there. But I think because we bought him for 33 mil, I think Abramovich or Mourinho will look at that and say, "Oh yes, we can make profit off him." Like we can easily, like for example, as an example, if Real Madrid come interested, then we can easily get 50 million for Ziyech. I think we can easily make profit.
Would you sell Ziyech? And that's another thing.
That's the thing. Like I wouldn't personally, but I just think because of the price we bought him, because we're not going to sell Werner 50 million, around 50 million. Have 75. That's more for the future.
Yeah, more for the future.
For 70 million plus we got.
He will stay at Chelsea.
Well.
Yeah.
So Ziyech might have to be the one that gets sacrificed. I think potentially.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I think Abraham needs to go. I do not like Abraham at all. You know what it is? I thought when he first came, I thought he's going to be another Giroud, that type of physical. But he's not physical at all. Even in the box, he's not a poacher. Yeah, he's not a poacher. What does he really bring? He hasn't really got the speed. What does he bring? Like he's he's just tall for like absolutely
Goals, that's it. Goals.
no,
He just
yeah,
brings
go
goals. That's it. Which
like
is good,
once in a
but
blue moon goals. Yeah, once in a blue moon or cup games. You can bring him in cup games like a Batshuayi. Remember how you use Batshuayi in cup games?
well, don't
He's
remind
another
me.
Batshuayi, really. He's an English Batshuayi. So really, he really is, man. Like, what is he gonna bring? So apart from that, I feel like yeah. And I want to ask you a question, bro. What are you
Yeah.
doing with Havertz? What are you doing with Havertz for real?
I think the thing with
He's
Havertz,
starving right now. He's starving. Like he's absolutely just starving with no confidence. No, what do you do with him?
I think the thing with Havertz is I think most if not all Chelsea fans know that Havertz is more for the future. Like he's only 2021. This is the first time he's moved country and stuff.
Yeah,
Given the
he's
pandemic
adapting.
as well, it's difficult.
Adapting. Yeah.
But the only thing that's annoying him is his stupid price tag. That's it. Because it's
Yeah.
75 million. But the thing is, yeah, like I've been saying for ages, like Chelsea can't make the same mistake of giving up on him too early because we've seen what happened with De Bruyne, Salah, Lukaku.
Oh man, De
Example,
Bruyne was a very terrible one, man. De Bruyne
example,
was. Yeah.
examples. So like we have to keep this guy for as long for the 5 years that we originally said, like in the contract. Sorry, pardon me,
Mhm. Yeah.
but yeah, he's more for the future, and I reckon I have no doubt that he'll come good. I think Havertz. I think it's just a patient game with him,
It
which some
is.
Chelsea fans or most Chelsea fans accept. But players like Hakim Ziyech who are in their prime at the moment, Ziyech is what 28, 29. Werner's 24, getting to his prime. He's still younger,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
He's still
at
got
that
time. Werner's still got time. Yeah.
and you kind of expect more from them. And it's the fact that we got so many attackers and not really any of them performing. That's why we've
Mhm.
got them. So we'd expect one to get them out of trouble. Say for example, Werner was on a patch, Werner, Ziyech, and then Pulisic would step up, for example. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. 100%.
same thing with say Pulisic, Werner not stepping up. Ziyech will be the man to step up. But the fact
Yeah.
is that none of our attackers are stepping up at the moment, which is why we're not. It's obvious we're not getting goals because our
You're not getting
attackers are
goals.
not
Yeah,
playing.
exactly. Because
It's as
that's the
easy as
thing.
that.
Like, you can easily put a couple more goals. Even when I watched the Atletico game, you could, if you had that,
Should have
because the
gone for
thing like
that.
Werner, yeah, like
Good.
even one time, it was in the second half. He dragged, I think it was Savic. He dragged Savic onto his right,
Yeah,
and he hit all of his left. But you could have just paused. I feel like with Werner, it's just like he overthinks things, so he
yeah.
just
He's trying
complicates
too
it
hard
because
as
he
well.
he is the main out of the because you play with two up front. Like he could have been the guy to just run past counter attacks and slotted it in like he done with RB Leipzig, but he's overthinking things. And I feel like
Trying to.
if you have like a Haaland next to him that can help him
Oh
figure
yeah.
a way out, that they're both the same pace level as well. They're both quick, so yeah, just get another striker, really, a proper gunman that can actually slot in the goals, not like a Morata or an Abraham, or like an
We've had some
Abraham.
bad
All these,
strikers, man. Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah. I think Chelsea ever since like Didier and even Torres, ever since you've had Torres left and
Torres
stuff,
wasn't
like
great. Let's be real. Torres wasn't great. You got that one or two goals,
one or two,
important goals.
yeah. I think his first season was good, but apart from that,
Yeah. Well, no,
he went missing.
yeah, for Liverpool, obviously he was like fantastic, but for us, he was terrible. In my
Terrible,
opinion, he was
yeah.
terrible.
I remember even Terry came out, John Terry came out and said, "Oh, that he wasn't playing that well for Chelsea and stuff. That he didn't expect him to come to Chelsea and just play like as bad as he did, basically. In other
Exactly.
words,
Yeah.
he said something else, but in other words, he wasn't really good. So
And
yeah,
then Diego Costa, obviously, he's been the closest thing to what we've had since
he.
Drogba.
Yeah, I don't know why. Even when Conte came and obviously they didn't get well. Obviously, two hot-tempered people weren't getting along, but you should have
It is
kept
what it
him.
is.
I know he wanted to go to Atletico, but look what's happened now. He's even been kicked out of there, so he's searching for a club
Man's
himself.
chilling.
So
Man's chilling,
yeah,
bro.
he's just chilling.
I am.
I mean, you can get him on a free. You can get Costa on a free.
I don't know if I take him back. I don't know if he's the same player as he was before, but
Yeah.
obviously that presence might scare people. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's move on to the game then.
Yeah.
So
Come.
obviously, people that don't know that Liverpool Chelsea playing on Thursday evening, quarter past
Yeah.
8 on Sky Sports and stuff. But yeah, any injury news for you guys or?
No injury news as of yet. Obviously, Henderson's had his successful surgery. He's come out. Apparently, it'll be about another 3-4 weeks. We do. Yotta's come back, but Klopp didn't want to bring him in the Sheffield game. Just to blood him in. He didn't want to blood him in too quickly. He wanted to
Yeah,
keep him a bit, warm him up a bit. So he's been in training today. I've even seen the latest updates because I've got it on my phone. I've got the app. So he's come in and training. So we're going to see him. We might see him in the Chelsea game. We need him in the Chelsea game. We have the same problem. That's the weird thing. Up front, we're both toothless. So we need a gunman like Yotta just come in and put it in the back of the net. So he needs to come in. I don't care, injury or not. Like he's come out of injury, but even though it may be premature, we need that guy to come in.
yeah, and I think for us then, I think Yeah, I think just Thiago Silva, and I'm not actually sure about Hudson-Odoi actually, because I think he had an ice pack on his thigh or something.
Yeah, I did see that.
So
Yeah.
maybe that's just fatigue. I'm not sure because he's played quite a lot of games. To be
He's played
fair.
quite a lot of games. Yeah, he's
So
not used to it as well.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's a serious injury. I hope not. But Thiago Silva is the one I don't know if he'll start. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
left out against United, but I don't think we're going to rush him back because obviously Danish Maldini's performing in it. You get me?
But then the Danish Maldini will face Mane again, and when that,
no, man.
I'm telling you, and the thing is as well, bro. Like we're in Anfield, Landfield. Let me correct myself, Landfield. Yeah, we've taken 4 losses on the bounce. How we need to get this right. We need to get this right, and I'm sorry, I'm not taking no draw, no loss. We need to take the W and get this done. As much as I admire Chelsea, and I do, obviously, I want all the big boys to be in the same because I want the big boys to face the big boys and be in the top 4. But we need to think about ourselves and we need to get this W in the way. Move West Ham out of the page and get this done because I'm not playing games anymore. If we didn't get top 4, we are done out here, bro. Like I'm not ready to stay up and listen to that Europa League. I'm not hearing that, bro. I'm not hearing that. I'm not. All I want is hear the champions. Yeah, all I want to hear is the champions. That's all I want to hear, bro. I'm not hearing this B-Tech music, man. Like, we need to get this right. And facing, like, Tottenham facing burger teams and that. What's that? Wolfsburger or something?
Wolfsburger, yeah, bro.
Barbecue sauce burger and that. You know what I mean? Like, it's nonsense, bro. It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense. We're not doing that. We're not.
What do you guys expect? What do you expect then from this game on Thursday? Then do you expect a different approach?
Yeah, of course. You know what? We've just won 2-0
as well.
Yeah, especially at home, and we just won 2-0, and I feel like we will realise that now we've taken four losses in the bounce. We need to start backing our ideas and realising that we literally had a perfect record of no home defeats for 3 years. For 3 years, and then we got caught lacking by Burnley. But it is what it is. But anyway. I feel like this new win that we just had the other day, that it'll give us that bounce. We've just won 2-0 against a low block team like Sheffield. And people will say, oh, they're bottom of the league, but still, it's Sheffield United. They're still a Premier League team. Exactly. They're still a Premier League team. So we still need to give them that respect. But at the same time, I feel like it will give us a bit of confidence. We've got Jota coming back. We're going to have to stick with Henderson and maybe Nat Phillips at the back. I think I want to start Kabak.
Henderson's out, isn't he?
Oh, no, Henderson's out. So we'll start with Phillips and Kabak. But I won't start Kabak. I won't start Kabak, though. That's the only problem. We haven't got any other centre-back options. Yeah. So it would have to be, I think Fabinho maybe fit. So we'll have to put Fabinho in. Then we've got Adrian because Alisson's, obviously, RIP to Alisson's dad and stuff. Yeah. He passed away. So obviously Alisson's not going to be there for maybe a couple more weeks because bereavement and stuff like that, which is understandable. We have to deal with, some new Carrius guy, man. So the Spanish Carrius, bro.
Spanish Carrius.
He can't even hold a plate, let alone hold a ball, man. He drops everything.
Bro, I was just deep in. It would be so funny if we see Adrian and Kepa face off, bro. Oh my days, that'd be hilarious.
You know what, DJ? I just thought in my head instantly. I just thought all the Spanish goalkeepers. What's happening to them? Adrian,
De Gea as well.
De Gea, Kepa, they can't hold a ball, man. It's like they're wearing they've got
and these Spanish fans, man, they're gonna be nervous, man.
It's like they've got oil. It's like they've got oil in their hands before a game. What's going on? You ain't got oil grease. Just hold the ball in it. Just get on with it. But he played well. He played well. A little tribute to Alisson, clean sheet, fair enough. But we want to see this against the big boy Chelsea. So we need to buck our ideas, show us why we're a top club, and stick it on you guys, and just come with that approach. Trent played. He had a good game, but he needs to start backing his ideas as well. I've been very disappointed with him. The lack in defence, the lackluster, the laziness. Not the unwillingness to go back and track back your man and letting Kabak and all these juniors deal with your mess. Like, what is going on with you, man? What's happening? I feel like he's a bit too gassed with being in the UEFA Team of the Year and stuff. All this gas is going into his head. So winning the Champions League and the Premier League at a young age is gassing him. So I feel like he needs to back his ideas. Robertson's never been a problem for me attacking-wise. And obviously, Mane needs to back his ideas, and so does Firmino, but Salah will do his job, I reckon.
Yeah,
apart from that, I'm not really fussed. I mean, the situation's still the same. Our midfield's still slow. We've got Genie. We'll have to see what happens. We've got Jones there. I feel like Thiago, and people will say this as well, Thiago does slow down our midfield a little bit, but that's because we haven't added any other additions to the team that complement his style. of playing. So
Do you know what? He was sick
we
for
do.
Chelsea, man. Thiago. If we sign Thiago, man, he
That,
would
do you
be
know
sick
that's what
for
you
us,
need though.
man.
That deep line
Like I
playmaker.
said, deep line
Literally,
playmaker.
a number
But
6 that could just find the pocket and slot in. Him
imagine
and
him
Werner
and
would.
Kante together. Oh my days, man.
Because Kante will just pick up all the work. All he has to do is find Werner. Werner will just run off into the counter and just job done.
Even with Kovacic in that 3 as well, for example, as well. That's such a good balance, like 3, I think.
But that's
anyway.
But that's what I like. Yeah, that's what I like. But that's why I like the Jorginho and Kovacic partnership, because Jorginho's always cleaning up Kovacic's mess, and then Kovacic can always do his thing.
He's dribbling.
Drive, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's it. That's why I like it.
But yeah, I think from our
point of view, point of view, how are you guys going to approach the game and stuff? Like, even with your stuff.
It'll be same as usual. I think the way we approach Tottenham away, Atletico away as well, obviously Manchester United. I think as usual we'll stick with the same team pretty much, or similar team. And we we haven't beaten Liverpool in
time,
3 years. 3 years.
3 years. I think 2018. I think when Hazard that scored the goal. Was it?
No, that was 1-1. I think Giroud scored the goal. It was a meaningless game.
A meaningless game. That was the last time. That was like 2-3 years ago, like 2018.
That's one of the good games Bakayoko had for us. I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy, man. Literally, you bought him, and then the next season you just got rid of him, man. That's what I feel like with Werner. It'll be like a Werner situation if he doesn't back his ideas up. Hope not, but what I mean. Chelsea, you don't play games. They don't play games.
Exactly.
But I rate that.
But yeah, we just have to we have to keep this Landfield thing going on, man. Literally.
Come on, man.
From my point of view, it's just we have to, because obviously we drop points against Southampton, and obviously we drop points again. So if we don't win this one, it'll be drop points in 3 games, and that's not good.
Man. That's not good.
We have to win. I've always said if we come out of Manchester United and Liverpool with 4 points, then I'm pretty sure we'll get into the top 4.
Yeah.
On paper, we'll have good fixtures later on and stuff, but now we've got the big ones out of the way. We just have to find creative ideas, because that's what we've been lacking in the final third. We've been lacking in the final third. So
that's it.
Hopefully that can change against Liverpool, because let's be real, your defense is
it's free lunch. Yeah, it's free lunch right now. You know what? If I was Chelsea, I'd actually take advantage. I'd actually start. Well, we'll get on to starting 11s, but I'd put Werner up there and tell him to really just go at it. Run past Kabak and do your job. That's what I'd say. But obviously, I'm not a Chelsea fan, so you know what I mean. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm more confident than say maybe 2 months ago. Because
definitely, because you've got
was matching then. I reckon we would have got slapped by you lot. But
and you know what it is? It's that command. Yeah, it's that commanding from Tuchel. That command of he's a proper manager that knows his ideas, and obviously that sends fear down our backs a bit, because it's Lampard is inexperienced, but that's fair enough. But with Tuchel, mate, he's a proper coach. He knows what he's doing. So this is what I'm gonna find it so sticky. I'm gonna find it so sticky, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Move on to the 11s then. So who do you think is gonna start for you guys?
Okay, so it'll be Adrian for sure, because obviously Kelleher. I don't know what happened with Kelleher, because I'd rather have Kelleher starting, but I think Adrian will be our goalkeeper, because obviously Klopp and his sentiment, he loves to have this sentiment FC thing going on. But it'll probably be Adrian. A right back situation, probably Trent, obviously as usual. Kabak, centre back. Phillips, centre back as well. Left back, obviously be Robertson, same old.
Yeah.
That's where the midfield gets a bit sticky, because obviously I think Jones would start because he's had a good game, and I think Klopp would want to keep that momentum. He want to keep that form going on, and he's young as well, so you don't want to upset the youngers and make them drop that lack of confidence. I feel like Jones would start. Thiago, of course. Genie, but then you know what it is with Genie, he doesn't do well with Chelsea, so I feel like he put Keita, because Keita really, I don't know what it's with Keita really loves a game against Chelsea. He loves it, and not even about the other game. The last time he played you in Anfield, he just loves a game with Chelsea.
Top corner against
top bins. He bins it out.
This guy barely plays the game, and the one game he comes back, bro.
It's always against Chelsea, and he does a madness. I feel like just on that tradition alone, I feel like he might start Keita, but we don't even know with Keita, because he's always on the injury table. So is he even gonna start? Is this guy even gonna start playing? But I feel like if things don't work out, probably Gino and Adam there as well. And then obviously our front three. But I feel like he will stick with Firmino there. with Salah and Mane at the front. But I do feel like Jota needs to come and start and put Firmino at the back, but he's not going to do that. Klopp's not going to do that. He's really a good player manager in that sense that he doesn't want to upset people, but you need to be gutless in that regard. But fair enough. If Jota comes on like the 50th minute, that's fine with me because he's still got 30 minutes to really push his authority, and then obviously give the other 10 minutes to just bleed out the game. But we'll see anyway. What about you though? What about you?
Yeah, so our team standard will be Mendy in goal. Right wing back's interesting because we don't know the extent. Well, we don't even know if Callum Hudson-Odoi is injured. So
Of course, yeah,
I'd want
last pack. Yeah.
if I was choosing the team, I'd play Hudson-Odoi right wing back.
Yeah.
Right centre back Aspie has to be. Just speaks for itself. Captain, legend, mate. That's it.
Yeah, you need that. You need that.
Then we got the Danish Maldini centre back.
Oh my days! When are you gonna give that a rest, bro? Maldini,
when he messes up.
Oh my days!
When he messes up.
Yeah, man. Fair enough.
Obviously, we don't know the extent of Thiago Silva's injury as well. I don't know if he's going to be back and stuff. But I reckon if he does come back, then Christensen might be the one to drop out, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, of course. You would do, though. You would do.
But Christensen's doing well as it speaks. So that's why I'm calling him Maldini. So yeah, him at centre back. Rudiger will play left centre back. Left wing back, I think will be Alonso because I think Chilwell started against.
Alonso's playing very well as well. Under Tuchel, he's playing very well.
Left wing back, he knows the role well.
Yeah, because he's. I think he used to play. I don't know what other team. Was it Villarreal? He came from. Where did he come from? Villarreal or was it Valencia? Where did he come from? He played like left wing back and then left mid type role.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but he's always been like that with Conte as well. Played left wing back, and I like that role with him though. He's very you know what? He's very good on the left, man. I feel like he'll be better. He'll be better an option than Chilwell for sure. He'll be better option than Chilwell.
Then I think because we're playing Liverpool, I think you guys are that high price. I don't think we'll play Kante in this game because Kante can't really spring a ball and he won't be able to deal with it. So
he won't be able to deal with it.
It'll be Jorginho, Kovacic in the two. Then the front three is interesting now. This is where it kind of almost changes, or we're not sure. I think one of the things was that Mason Mount will start on the right, as he's done before. Because we can't drop Mount. He's just our best player at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment on form.
Yeah,
definitely.
Mason Mount. Timo Werner will come back in the team on the left.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Up front is where it's a bit difficult because I don't think Giroud kind of needs a rest as well. I think because he's played.
Yeah, because the Atletico game as well. Also,
Tammy Abraham, we don't know how fit he is after he got that ankle injury, and I wouldn't start him anyway against Liverpool. Then
you just wouldn't.
We could potentially see Kai Havertz playing the centre forward position, which might be interesting. Would
that work? Because with Havertz,
it would work.
Because that's the thing. Because he's another Firmino player. He's very. You could play. You know what? If you had other two on the other side, if you'd done a three at the front, it would work. It would work if you had a three at the front, but. If he alone, not alone, because he hasn't got that striker's instinct. He's not a gunman, He doesn't really have that. Yeah. He's very finding players and executing assists more than executing goals.
Exactly.
So yeah,
I'm not sure. I won't be. This is what I'm saying. I won't be surprised if Tuchel decides to put Kai Havertz as centre forward. But my gut says I don't know why. I think Tammy Abraham will start up front. I don't know why. I think.
What about Pulisic? Is Pulisic injured and stuff? What's happened to him?
No, he's fit, but he's just not really performing at the moment. He doesn't fit the system at the moment. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Pulisic he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy.
I think Thomas Tuchel said as well that Timo Werner will be last resort if we have to play him up front. Otherwise, if it is Werner up front, then Pulisic comes to the left. But Tuchel wants to avoid playing Timo Werner up front as much as possible. So
yeah, we know why.
Exactly, yeah. So he'll play on the left. So Timo Werner left, and then I think it'll be Abraham up front. That's what I think.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, he might do a job. You never know because it's Liverpool and it's Landfield, so it's a perfect mix.
Then obviously your two centre backs as well, bit shaky. So
bit shaky, and with the physicality.
So
yeah, would Kabak be able to handle Abraham? Yeah. Yeah, that might go in his favour, with the physicality aspect. Because obviously Abraham's not really that physical. He's just tall. He hasn't really got a build. He's skinny and tall. But
I think one thing I'll give him over Giroud maybe is his pace. I think he can make some of those
quicker than Giroud. He's quicker than Giroud. Yeah, 100%.
Which might be an advantage. But before we wrap this up, bro, we have to do combined 11, bro. We have to do this. So
should we do like a 4-3-3 or what are we doing?
Oh wait, so before we start, are we doing form or ability? What are we doing?
I think it's only fair on form, you know.
Okay, should we go with form then?
Form. It's only fair on form because ability you can just say, yeah, form.
Okay, form. All right, and then formation. What are we saying?
Because 4-3-3 is the basics nowadays, isn't it? It used to be 4-4-2, but 4-3-3, yeah, 4-3-3.
4-3-3. Let's go for it.
Yeah, go on. Okay,
Taking
goalkeeper. Oh yeah,
Mendy?
obviously, Mendy. Yeah, it will be Mendy.
It's
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah,
Mendy.
yeah. It's got to be Mendy. It's got to be Mendy. If we're being fair here, it's got to be Mendy because obviously Alisson's had stinkers.
Stinkers, yeah. And
City game was a stinker, mate.
yeah,
Leicester
the
game was
one
a
after that
stinker.
as well. Yeah, Leicester. That's it. Yeah.
Leicester was a stinker as well. So yeah, Mendy.
Mendy. We'll go to left back next then. I don't know.
That's a sticky one, you know.
Do you know what? Left back's a difficult one because none of our left backs are really.
Yeah, like no. The thing about your left wing back, left back, still the same thing. But Alonso's done well, you know, since Tuchel's come through. But
I'd probably say I don't know. I'll probably say Robertson, left back. I think because I still think he's one of your. Well, this is from my point of view. I still think he's one of your consistent performers. So
he is.
I'd say Robertson.
The thing about Robertson, he's on it, man. Even though we have a bad, terrible game, he really doesn't care. He still put 100% into it. So yeah, we'll say just on the we'll just say that just for the sake of it. Say Robertson. We'll agree on that, Robertson.
All right, so centre back. Okay, because I would have said Thiago Silva, but obviously he hasn't really been playing. So and then obviously Danish Maldini is going in there. Centre back, one of the spots.
Okay, yeah, just for the clean sheets, I'll put Christensen there because he's done very well for the clean sheets. Hasn't conceded a goal. He's very.
I'm about to say Rudiger. Not gonna lie, bro.
You know what though? If we're going back to like say Jan, we'd have to put Fabinho in there. You know.
I think he hasn't played though, like recently.
Yeah, recently. That's the thing. He's on form, but like. It's madness, you know. Like, who are we gonna put? Because literally, our centre backs are like what? Like, I think Thiago, man. Thiago's done well, apart from his injury. It has to be Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva and Christensen as the two, then.
It has to be because our centre backs are gone anyway. Yes, it has to be your two. Yeah, your two.
So right back. Who's going right back? Aspilicueta.
You know what? I'm being honest here, bro. It's not going to be Trent. It's not going to be Trent for me.
Yeah. I agree with that as well. That's like it's either between. I think Aspie. I think it's got to be Aspie.
Aspie or Hudson for the last 3 games.
In the back 4 though, I trust Aspie. I think Aspie.
Aspie, yeah. In a 4-3-3, Aspie, yeah. Aspie.
Right, so we're going to the midfield now.
The 3 midfielders, yeah.
Okay, this is tough actually.
Yeah, this is going to be a. Okay, can I put this? Can I put a suggestion? Can I say for one? Can I say just one? Jones.
I was going to say.
Curtis Jones has to go somewhere there. Curtis Jones has to go somewhere there. He's had a terrific couple games.
So we put him on what left centre mid or something?
Left centre mid. Yeah, left centre mid.
Who's going on the base then? Oh god, it's hard.
I'd say
Kante. You know,
Kante. I'm about to say Kante or Jorginho, but Kante probably for me. Kante.
Yeah, I think Kante.
Especially against his performance. His performance against United. Yeah, definitely Kante.
Who goes next to Kante? Hard one. It's a hard one still. I'm not gonna lie. I'd put a case for Kovacic, but I don't know what you're saying.
Nah, Kovacic or Genie. Genie's had a couple good games, but I was about to say Thiago, but Thiago, nah, man. Like
if this is ability, then yeah. Thiago,
yeah, but not on form. So if we're being fair, I think Kovacic, you know. It'll be Kovacic, Kante, and Jones. Kovacic, Kante. I like that midfield, you know. That's a solid midfield if you think about it.
I want to put a case for Mason Mount as one of the 4 players. Then
yeah, but actually on form, Mason. You know what? I've been one of Mason's heavy critics because I always thought, this Lampard and Mason thing. This he's love child, isn't it? He's little love child, but he's been doing very well. Like his performances, like Mason. We'll stick Mason there, yeah. We'll put Mason in
left or right. Will she stick on the left or right? What's up to you?
Right, I think we'll put Jones on the right, Mason on the left, Kante in the middle.
For a midfield 3.
Yeah, midfield 3.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Because if you put you wouldn't put Mason. Would you put Mason on right wing though?
I mean,
he's been playing right wing, but like.
It's more right forward. It's not right wing.
Right, it's not right wing. It's more right forward. With Chelsea's one's different because it's a different formation. But
Yeah, that
Okay.
works. We can stick him right centre mid then. So
Yeah, we can put it right centre mid because he's a midfielder. So yeah, we could just do that.
so Jones, Kante, and Mount then as our midfield three. Then
Yeah.
who are front three? It's
Oh,
interesting.
who's this? Okay, we have to put Salah there. We have to put Salah there.
Okay, name your front three first, and I'll name mine. If you have some options.
Yeah, man. If we even have options. Okay, Salah, Salah,
I'd
Giroud.
okay.
Oh, Werner though. Because Werner and Mane, they're both the same, man. They're just not doing it this season. Like, I don't know. You know what? Okay, Giroud and Salah are the only two that are really certified. But who else though? Because
I was gonna say Hudson-Odoi.
yeah, but then he playing right wing back. It's not.
I mean, he can play on the wing. Like
He can play on the wing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But then, if you're going down that route, bro, I'd say Pulisic then. But then Pulisic, he hasn't been playing as well, so it's like
it's hard.
It's sticky. It's hard. Like
I'd say Hudson-Odoi, Giroud, and Salah. I think.
Yeah. Fair enough. Because he's been playing. He has been on the pitch. So fair enough. Fair enough.
So we'll run through the team again. So we got Edouard Mendy in goal. Robertson left back. We got Thiago Silva. We got the Danish Maldini at centre back.
Oh, here we go.
And then we've got Aspilicueta right back. Then we got Curtis Jones left centre mid.
Kovacic. Mason Mount. Kante, Mason Mount.
Then we've got Hudson-Odoi on the left. We've got Giroud up front, and then we've got Salah on the right. It's actually a good team, you know.
That's a good team. It's decent as well.
I rate that.
Like, that's actually a good, solid team. But the only thing with the right back situation, if Trent was on his last year's source, it would have been a different thing. But he's not on his last year's source, so it's just
obviously with ability.
If it's on form, Aspie's played well, so yeah, Aspie has to go.
Yeah, and just before we wrap this up, then, bruv, score predictions, bruv. What are you saying?
This is the moment of truth.
Yeah.
100% honest, bro. I'd say 1-1 draw. You know.
1-1. Yeah.
You know what? I'll take a draw against you lot right now.
The thing is,
I think that would be the only reason because we're both toothless up front. So who's really going to do anything up front?
I hope it's a 0-0, man. Oh my god!
That would be stinky. That would be so stinky, man. It'd be so stinky.
Imagine all this build up for a 0-0, but
you know what I mean.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna say 1-1 as well. I think it'll be a draw.
It'll be a draw. Like
who are your goal scorers? Or goal scorer even? Sorry.
Salah penalty. Because you know what, Christensen's got that mistake in him, and you know it as well. And especially with fast players, he gets a bit worried and stuff. So he will get. I think Mane will stick it on him a couple times and worry him, and that would result in a penalty. Salah will slot it home. That'll probably be after you guys have scored already. So it'll be a 1-1 for me. And yeah, I think for you guys, I think
Timo will score tomorrow.
You think Timo? You really gonna put him out?
I think Timo will score. I think he will score.
You know what? If Timo scores against us in Anfield, we're getting abused on Twitter, man. Because when has he scored? Like recently, like he hasn't scored. So like, if he scores against us, that's just his goal drought and all that sorted, mate. So I don't even know, man.
I think I back Timo, but yeah, any final thoughts, Jerome, before we wrap this up?
Yeah, literally. What would I say? I'd say we just got to be positive and just stick on you guys. I feel like we need to bounce back after the 2-0 win. We need to get that momentum and just sort out our confidence issues. We haven't got ability issues, just confidence. And obviously, fair enough, we've had injury issues, but just try. Just put your confidence, put your money where your mouth is. You're Premier League and Champions League winners, mate. You're coming out here like punks, and we're getting banged by everyone. So like, we need to start sorting this thing out and just stick it on you guys and show you guys who the daddies are right now. But you guys have been the daddies for the last couple of years, but still, we need to show you guys for the last 3 years we've been the daddies. So we need to put it on you guys and show while we're at the top. So what about you? What do you guys? How do you feel about it and stuff like that?
Yeah, literally. My final thoughts are just get at Liverpool. Like, fair enough, they won, but their confidence is rock bottom right now, and we have to make use of the injuries that they have in the sense as well that they've got inexperience at the back. The midfield isn't that great. Even them up front isn't that great. We just have to shut them down. Keep on going as we are. Take the Atletico game as confidence that we could concede. Manchester United as well didn't concede as well. So hopefully we can maintain this result and hopefully we can win. But yeah, Jerome, thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate it, man.
No, thanks for having
This
me,
was
bro.
sick preview,
It
bro.
was a
I
sick one,
enjoyed
isn't
it.
it? Thanks for having me, bro. Honestly, thank you so much. Cheers.
Yeah,
I
and
appreciate that.
if you're new around here, don't forget to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter as well. We're quite active on those as well. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Up the Chelsea.
Come on.